A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be talking about DM and DF who are out on a date, and it's very beautiful, obviously, emotion they are going through. And I'm not talking about distorted masculine or distorted feminine or, they need to go through this or that. These people are in their pure energies. These people love each other, respect each other, care for each other. And it is a very natural emotion that they have for each other right now. You can see that the masculine and feminine are very balanced, and they are very relaxed. Being relaxed and being balanced actually comes to a person when they stop worrying about the world. Okay, all the situations that we go through in the twin flame journey, every single thing that troubles us or triggers us, whatever we go through, is simply trying to push us to make us understand that whatever you are by God's grace is fine. Doesn't matter good or bad or whatever. So don't worry. Most people, they worry because they fear that something wrong is going to happen to them, something bad is going to happen to them, and they are not able to enjoy life. Like, problems are going to come every day, but how about, enjoying, playing it like a game, chilling out with it? How about that? So these two people have figured that out somehow, that in order to have a balanced life, we cannot take it all so seriously. And neither can we be like, yeah, let's forget about it, it doesn't matter. So we need to be in the balance of everything, in the center of everything. That's when you become a centered person. The masculine knows that he or she, both of them are star seeds, or they have, they are different from each other, and he probably has waited for a long time for this date, and he has been planning it out. And I think it could be maybe physical distance. He could be in some other place, in some other country or something like that, or he must be away for a job or something. So when he is like meeting this his DF, he literally says, like, you are a star who's on the earth. Like, some people say, you're my star, right? You're my star and you're my sunshine and these type of words. So he's saying that we are stars and we are meeting on earth, because stars don't meet on earth, right? Stars are always in the sky, or they're always in the vicinity somewhere very far away. And then stars are also away from each other. Even those who form like a constellation or something, they are also placed in a certain way. So he is saying this to her that, you are my star. And she says, you are my star. So he says, oh, well, then two stars are meeting together, meeting each other. That too on earth. He says it jokingly. Then he makes another joke with her that usually the stars, they shine in the night sky, but it's daytime. And in the daytime, I can see my star. So in simple words, the masculine and feminine, they are simply mirroring each other in this particular energy reading, that they are both mirroring each other, and they are both very appreciative of each other, and there's a gentleness with which they approach each other, a kindness, a gentleness, that type of a beauty you have. It's not just physical beauty. And people who are not physically beautiful, I don't know why people even speak about physical beauty. Physical beauty is just like a trend, Every 10 years or every 15 years, the trend of physical beauty changes. A lot of people ask this question, or they type in the comments, and I've already requested you all. You mentioned that your twin flame has done many horrendous things to you, many criminal-like activities to you, and they've tortured you. And some of the things, when you read it, you feel very bad for the person who's writing it. And still I see people are giving that person the label of twin flame. So first of all, you need to understand there are 2-3 types and versions that you need to know about. Number one thing is that you are the twin flame. That is one thing that you need to like tie a knot and remember it, how we say it in Hindi. And second thing is that even you 10 years back, 15 years back, 12 years back, 5 years back, you were not the same person. You also had so many problems in you. And I'm talking about all those people who are doing inner work. The primary reason why you're doing inner work is obviously because you want to improve. But now that you're an improved version and you're obviously striving for more, you are not accepting that people may not be healed, and then some people take time to heal. That is one type of twin flame, those who heal for real and they come back after having some bad experiences, and they come back, just at the time when you're not thinking about them or not expecting them to come. Then we have people who are walk-in situations, because you are constantly thinking or assuming that wrong people. You pick up the worst people on the planet, the most rotten tomatoes, rotten apples, and you give them the label of twin flame. So you are giving wrong person a label of twin flame. Now, these are the things that you can obviously discuss in a personal session, not in a public channeling. But I'm still giving you these points so that you can have like a personal discussion, like your own discussion with your own self, where you can figure it out, or you can think that if this person is treating me like this, can he be my twin flame or soulmate, or is he worthy enough for me? Okay. And third thing is, when we ourselves are doing many wrong things, we are portraying self-sabotaging behavior time and again. Okay. We ourselves are acting pretty wrong, and we ourselves are making those wrong choices, but we don't know. Okay. And we keep blaming the other people. So no matter what it is, my friends, inner work is the key to union, to ascension. Inner work is the only thing that can help you figure out what is the situation of your twin flame journey. In fact, all this inner work that you do, that only, brings in this intuitiveness in you, that only makes you want to improve. Some people are here for the channelings only because they want to know what the masculine is doing. However, there are many people who are here only because they feel that the channelings give them a positive boost, and they like to listen to it every day. But I would like to remind you again and again that the best way to make sure that your inner work is working is, number one, to surrender to source. Remember source always. Look at the progress that you have made. Okay. And always remember that as long as source is there with me, no one, believe it or not, be it anybody, no one can do anything to you at any cost. You'll always be safe. You'll always be fine. They'll always protect you. Okay. So remember that. The feminine is balanced, but she is obviously happy because she is meeting someone who loves her, cares for her, and she's not even making a big moolah out of it, but she is happy in his company. She feels respected by the masculine. She has maybe been in the past in some toxic relationships, bad relationships. Now she can at least make a judgment, that he is a better guy, he's a much better person, he's a person who respects me. She is dressed up in a very feminine way. So when I talk about external factors like dressing up and this and that, please don't take it like, when I say dressed up, it means like she's dressed up for herself, so she's in a confident zone. She loves herself the way she is. Otherwise, when you don't love yourself, you won't look good no matter what you do, because you're not feeling good from within. So she's feeling good from within. She's femininely dressed. She has a smile on her face. She's happy, and people who are in the dark night of the soul, or people who are also going through subtle dark nights, they usually don't take care of themselves. Usually they don't. And those who are out of this stage, they will make sure that they live up every day fully, and they just do whatever, whatever comes their way. So she is in the same energy zone. The masculine has very bright eyes, and this type of brightness you can see in the eyes of those people who have done substantial amount of inner work. Okay. So men also do inner work. The idea is how the matrix inner work works is that you need to remember that somebody is out there to watch your back no matter what. And nothing wrong can happen. Nothing can destroy you. Nothing can happen to you. That is the faith you need to have on a daily basis all the time. When you have that faith, it will show in your eyes, it will show, in your face. You will have that glow, you'll be lit up, you'll be very relaxed, and you will not be scared to speak the truth. And even if it means that he has to explain his feelings to her, how he feels for her. And I'm not saying that this happens every day or this should happen every day, but now that both of them are dressed up specially for this occasion, and both of them decided that, we'll go out and we'll meet and we'll talk, and, we'll have a nice date, we'll eat dinner together and this and that. They are doing it in a very natural way. Like, it's not a very big decision also, but at the same time, they're going to make it special for each other. And this channeling also appeared during the full moon. Wherever they are, the full moon is also there. It could be the full moon day, like, you can meet in the daytime, but it is the full moon. So the energies of full moon are always different. There is a lot of positivity. Some people say that during full moon, some negative elements are also active. But I think you can see it in both ways, different ways you can see it. But I would like to say that if you do source integration work on full moon day, it will always have better results. Because the moon has some connection with twin flames, okay? The waxing and waning of the moon, the full moon, the no moon. It has deep connection with all of us. We also get affected by these things, and then in many, nowadays, in spiritual groups also, people, when they want to talk about their periods, they say, I'm on my moon cycle, because it is definitely connected to the moon, your mood swings, PMS and all that. I don't know why I just felt like speaking about it, but she seems to be in balance even in this area also. Most feminines who feel very unworthy of being a woman, or they have been raised in such a way throughout their childhood, even in their adolescence, that being a woman is this. There were a lot of comparisons being made by men in the house, or brothers or cousins who were guys, and then while growing up, certain rules and regulations, some type of very negative rigid programming was literally slapped onto them, making them feel that they're unworthy and this and that. So every time the periods come, these type of women have a lot of difficulty, especially during dark night of the soul, because during the dark nights, people are not eating food properly, they're addicted to something, they're drinking a lot of coffee, they're not taking care of themselves. Either they have put on a lot of weight, or either they have lost a lot of weight, they're extra skinny and things like that. So this sort of reminds them, that, you're a woman, you're unworthy. So all those old messages in childhood, they just, play again and again, giving them pain and trouble. When you work on yourself, when you do inner work, you also work on your, moon cycle. And I've been told this by some of my students only, that before the therapy was going on, the inner work was going on, they had a lot of issues with the periods. And after doing this inner work, the therapies, they started feeling a change. How that change happens. Even I used to suffer a lot at one point, a lot. But I've realized that it has become very controlled, because there is a certain way you're supposed to eat. There's a certain way you're supposed to drink, certain way you're supposed to take rest. It's okay you take 1 or 2 painkillers, but if you're taking 3 to 4 painkillers in a day, it's not nice. And I have done that, I used to be in so much pain, because I realized one day when I was in a deep pain, the message that was playing in my mind was, you are a girl, your life is hell, you're supposed to go through this pain every month, you're no good. And I was like, okay, I didn't even realize that I was saying this to myself when I was in pain. So she has this sort of a balanced approach. So please understand that narcissistic abuse is one of the biggest reason why a person feels unworthy. Study about it. If you don't believe it, study about it. If you're in separation, what is the reason for separation? The biggest reason for experiencing separation on your daily life, day-to-day basis also, is because you feel unworthy of love. Don't feel unworthy of love. Just be yourself. Just express yourself. Don't be in that fear that who is going to marry me? I will be all alone. I will not have any money. Oh, I'll be a wretched person, or I'll be this. Don't think all of that. Okay, you need to get out of that zone. So, my dear friends, the masculine is very thankful to God, and masculine is saying this to the feminine also, that I'm very happy that I'm meeting you. And this meeting is not like they are lustful or they are physically like crazy and all that. No, not at all. But he is very, very grateful to God that, she is meeting him and they are with each other and they have this beautiful vibe going on. It's not like he's overexcited. He's not like underexcited. He's not like sad or anything. He's just living with the experience. And he's very happy to see her. He's very proud of her. And you can feel that in that energy, One of the nice things that he says is that I always had this desire of meeting you. So when he says you, it means he's always waited for someone like her, or someone like her when we say that right person, So he said, I always had this desire in me, but I never thought or I never knew how it will materialize. And when I saw you, or when I met you, or when I got to speak to you for the first time, I had this feeling that yes, you are the one. I respect this girl. She's so amazing. She's very nice. Everything is fine about her. So now when, both of them, it's not like they're hiding anything. Even she likes him. Over a period of time, you learn to realize who is the right person for you. He feels like they probably have done a bit of hide and seek in the past. When I started the channeling, I told you there's no problem as such with them. What I mean to say is that these two people did not go through that harrowing sort of a, thought that is she the one, is he the one? They never had that. They are clear. But they did not just come into each other's, life just like that. That is not going to happen with any twin flame. Maybe what they did was he focused on his work. He built up a life on his own. She built up a life on his own. And finally, when the right time came, they decided to merge. They decided to meet up, or it just naturally happened, you can say. In this case, they also feel that it just happened, out of the blue. But all of the struggle they did in life, that struggle you cannot ignore. That must have been a personal struggle to be a better person. He wanted to be a better person. She wanted to be a better person. So that personal struggle was there, but they had an individual struggle. And finally, after being alone for so long and after working on themselves, they decided to come together. So for your personal situation, you can connect with me on the email ID, that is the sunamoon@gmail.com. And you can go through the description box first, which has all the details on how you can get into therapy with me. We have karmic release, we have 3D blocks release, karmic entanglement release, which is what we call it. And then we have chakra alignment, where we work on the 7 chakras, very, very important for the twin flame journey, as you might be aware already. And releasing the narcissistic abuse, one of the key reasons which leads to separation. And we have different types of personal sessions also, and audio counseling as well. So all these things are being done for those people who need hand holding. Otherwise, guys and girls, all the content I make is for everyone. Please use it and utilize it to your best. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.